treats, treats, sweet treats, the sweet you nibble, the nibble you eat. Hello everyone, I'm Tupperware Pete. I don't know about those lyrics. They're going to need a little bit more work than what we've got. That's okay. We'll just rip them up and throw them away. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to make a Biscoff Rice Crispie treat. Oh my goodness. And we're going to use the Tupperware Micro Cook Pitcher. Now this has had a few different incarnations over the years and a few different colours. It's like a saucepan for your microwave. Now, you know when you've got to melt some butter or melt some chocolate or melt some Biscoff or marshmallows, right? What happens is you put it in a container, you pop that in the microwave. Normally, if it's not a Tupperware Micro Cook Pitcher, it's got to heat up the container first and then heat up what's inside. This bypasses that step completely. It's made out of a product called Microtherm, which is unique to Tupperware. So it's invisible when it goes into the microwave. So it's going to save so much more time. There are measurements on the sides there as well, so you can use it as a measuring jug. The handle is cold to touch, so you don't need a tea towel or anything to pull that out with. And whether you're doing like peas, corn, capsicum, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, and you want to strain your water off, you've got a few different ways that you can strain the water off. We're melting things in there, so we don't want to add any condensation. So we're going to use the cover. We're going to remove the cover. If you don't have a tripod for your phone, you can use this to pop your phone in, and you can, there we go. You can use it as a little tripod for your phone, all right? A little Tupper tip from Tupper Pete. There are smaller versions. This is the set of 2 that you can get, which they perfectly double as a set of 6 measuring cups. So you've got millage on one side, you've got cups on the other side, and then you've got your small one in there as well, right? So let's get cracking. We are going to grab, I keep my butter, a 250 gram stick of butter will fit into here perfectly. I've got the whipped butter, which is unsalted, and I'm going to use, very roughly, we're going to use a couple of, oh, there we go, move that out of the way. We've got a couple of tablespoons of that into there. We are also going to add in a couple of tablespoons of honey. There we go. Oh, let's do another one, eh? Because if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know. I don't really measure, well, sometimes I do. If it's a particular recipe that calls for absolute measurements, I'll measure. But most of the time, I just keep going until the ancestors whisper, Peter, that's enough. And then I know when to stop. All right. So we will do this off this way. Actually, a Tupperware spatula would come in handy right about now. There we go. Most people say, oh, I couldn't do what you do, Pete. I couldn't do that. And you know why? Because you probably don't have the same tools that I have. Once you've got the right tools in the kitchen, you can do pretty much everything. And Tupperware make a product that will do pretty much everything in your kitchen, all right? So we've got butter in there, we've got honey. We are going to do some Biscoff. Now, yes, this is a 1.6 kilo tub of Biscoff. you can, Biscoff are not paying me, although they should. You can get an 8 kilo tub of Biscoff, which, oh my goodness, 1.6 kilos is enough. Thank you, Jazza. So we've got to do about 3 decent tablespoons of that and a little bit more for luck, which is probably about half a cup, quarter cup, half a cup, something like that. We've got some Biscoff happening into there. And we have got these gorgeous jumbo marshmallows, which I have had in my pantry for quite some time, I think for about 18 months. With the modular mates, people don't realise that, where are my scissors? People don't realise that with the modular mates, and indeed with all of your Tupperware seals, it becomes your packaging and extends the best before date. Some people say up to 5 or 6 years, all right? So we've got, you know, I normally have scissors somewhere, but I don't know where they are. I probably sold them. So we're going to throw in 3 jumbo marshmallows. And we are going to, let's move this out the way. Let's move this out the way. We're just going to pop that straight into the microwave. We're going to do it on 30-second bursts because you don't want to overcook it, right? Because you've got the marshmallows in there. There's sugar. Microwaves are 4 centimeters long and about 1 centimeter thick. They love oils and they love sugars. So you do have to watch it when you're melting down chocolate or indeed melting something that's got a high sugar content or a high oil content because it doesn't take as long as what it does to cook or melt anything else. Does that make sense? So I've just got that in there, 30 seconds. Let's just grab a... Ooh! We've got this in here. Now we will just... Ooh. Now, we're just melting this through. Remember, we've got honey in there too. So, that's... Okay. What we're going to do is... Oh, those marshmallows are sticky. All right. We will pop that in for another... Oh, come on. Off you get. There we go. Oh, off you pop. All right. I've been doing Tupperware. I started Tupperware almost 30 years ago in the 90s. And even though I was a vegetarian at the time, I really didn't know that much about food. Certainly, I didn't really understand that Tupperware have a product that you can do restaurant quality food at home in. And so once you've got access to the Tupperware sales force, you've got all of those Tupperware nonnas, the Tupperware aunties, the Tupperware cousins, the Tupperware sisters, the Tupperware mums, and they teach you, look at this is beautiful. They teach you all of those Tupperware tips and tricks and hints and along the way. Okay, what we're going to do is... Oh, yum. This is delicious. This is going to work out perfectly. We'll pop that in for another 30 seconds. Then once it comes out, we'll throw in some rice bubbles. And we will pop it in our Tupperware silicone. Now, with the Tupperware silicone, you just wash it with hot soapy water before you use it and after you use it, right? And that activates the non-stickness to it. I have got, there's my muffin forms. I've got the Tupperware Ultra Pro cover that I'm going to pop that in. And now the Tupperware silicone and the Tupperware Ultra Pro, they can go into the refrigerator, the microwave, the oven, and the freezer. So depending on where you've got space, that's where you will end up popping it in so that you can set it. These marshmallows, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. So we're just going to chop up these marshmallows. They puff right up in the microwave. Oh, you should smell this. The honey, the butter, the marshmallow. We're just going to smush that around. I probably could have chopped up that marshmallow just a little bit more than what I did. And we will... Oh my goodness gracious me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw in some rice bubbles. Now, we will... Oh. Got to act quickly while it's still all melted. And we just want that to combine thoroughly through. Ooh. Ooh. Probably threw in a little bit too much rice bubbles. This is where every kitchen needs at least 2 sets of measuring cups, please. I don't have any. I sold mine, right? So that's why I don't have any. We will. Oh my goodness, yum-o. We will just combine this through. Absolutely yum-o. Oh, that can go over there. Right. Now, can you see what I'm doing here? I have combined this through, and it's like a proper Rice Crispie treat. We've got marshmallows, butter, honey, Biscoff, and rice bubbles. And while it's warm, we're just going to smooth that out. Oh my goodness, yum. I could eat this right now. Okay, we've got that in there. Now I've got, excuse fingers, taste test. That's the taste test. So this is what we've got so far, right? Looks beautiful, doesn't it? I've got this spreadable hazelnut cream that I got from Costco. It says do not refrigerate. So I'm guessing you don't want it to refrigerate because it's going to go rock hard in the refrigerator. So I'm guessing if we drizzle some of this over the top and then put it in the refrigerator, it will go rock hard. I'm looking for a spoon. Right in front of me. I was using my girl eyes instead of my boy eyes. Sorry about that. I mean my boy eyes instead of my girl eyes. We have got this. Yummo. Let's just drizzle this over the top if we can. In no apparent fashion. Just drizzled over. Yum. It says not to microwave it, so one day I might actually try microwaving it and see what happens if you do microwave it. Because that... Actually, why don't we just do a big layer of that? There we go. Okay, talk amongst yourselves for this bit. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I never know what I'm doing. But if you're using Tupperware, you can't go wrong. All right, there we go. What do you reckon? I reckon, I mean, it's not, I'm trying to do this quickly. And I've never worked with this before because I'm not a sweet treat person. But we're going to pop that into the refrigerator and hopefully that's going to be absolutely delicious because all the ingredients are absolutely delicious. Now, if you've got any questions or suggestions, please let me know. And in the meantime, where are my maracas? You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll cook for you another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.